just been released on August the 16th, 2017. And because I didn't have a permanent place to stay that was approved by parole, I had to go to the Bellevue Men's Shelter. And that's a horrible place is an understatement. And I was calling my buddy and he says, listen, why don't you go to the Fortune Society? There's rules that you have to abide by to be in here. Here, it was more of a family. I just graduated in May 21 with a master's of social work. Without this place to lay my head and without this space to be able to study, to do my homework, even on Zoom, I wouldn't be where I am.
If you want to get a grip on yourself and your life, this is the place to land.
The Fortune Society is the place to be if you are serious about getting your life together, because they will give you all the tools that you need.
I was having breakfast with Nathan Cohn, a critic in Toronto, and he had told me he had read a play. I was stunned when I read it. It was about 4 kids in a juvenile dormitory. I knew nothing about prison, but I knew a good play. And I said, I'm going to produce it.
That is how the Fortune Society started. David was a publicist, and he got 2 individuals onto the David Susskind Show, which was the first talk show. And when David went back to his office, there was a line of people just out of prison looking for help.
Fortune grows leaps and bounds. After 20 years, I realized that it's growing and it needs another route. And I resigned and Joanne took over it.
I've been there 32 years and we've grown enormously. We had 22 staff when I started. We've got over 300 now. What incarceration does is put people in a setting where people are either predator or prey, where trauma is part of the package. And when they come out, they face discrimination in jobs, in housing, in just about every spectrum of life.
When you get out and people treat you like that person that has a conviction, and that's all they see, it wears on you.
I think that there are enormous misconceptions about the people we serve. Some of them are grounded in racism, their fear of men of color, and an idea that a person is what the worst thing they've ever done is. What we do at Fortune is we look at the human being and we see who they are now.
Fortune Society came to Enterprise in order to arrange financing on the castle that they intended to turn into homes for people who were formerly incarcerated.
We could not find the housing that we needed for our population.
They work with the communities. They point out that, what they're doing is good for everybody. They'll partner. They use the great work they've done at the castle as an example, and that's right in the middle of a residential community, and you only hear praises about it.
So the second phase, Castle Gardens, which is the project that we built together, is a much more stable, viable place because of the preparation that the residents received moving into it.
Our castle is a real model, and we're being eyed for replication in a variety of ways. One of them's already come true.
I talked to Joanne about whether it would be possible to create a kind of blueprint that could be used in other parts of the state, and settled upon Syracuse and got to work on Freedom Commons.
Freedom Commons is our physical replication of the Castle Garden, and so I do believe it can be replicated. I think that if you have some sites available throughout New York State, stable housing provides for an individual who is trying to reunite with their family or gain the skills for gainful employment or trying to beat an addiction habit. A stable household is critical to all of that.
Fortune is able to bring a whole host of counselors and other providers, as well as 24-hour security to the building. Their slogan is build people, not prisons. They bring hope because they see people, they treat them with respect, and they give them a path forward to be successful.
I want to congratulate Joanne Page. I want to congratulate Fortune Society and say this award is well deserved.
Joanne Page and the staff care about how you live. They care about your well-being.
I'm very glad that I was able to get into this program, because I don't think I would have gotten all the support, not only for myself, but for my daughter. It has been phenomenal.
What you're doing in the Fortune Society is building lives. You say you're not building lives, we're building them ourselves, but trust me, you are building lives, and this is a well-deserved award.